Sunday the 23rd of September.
Are you still eating that?
Full
pie?
crew.
Are you still eating it?
Shut up, you. Wait. It's all been painted the sage green on the inside. That new lift has come that Mick's just been telling us about now. That will push 15 kilograms, which is just over 30 pounds in weight. So there's a chance that that might be able to lift all three of these side flaps.
Hello. Hello.
So what Mick's going to do, we're already just measuring it up. So for the sheeting that we need, getting it off the internet, it's a coated style of poly that prevents condensation, or it's resistant to condensation on one side. It has a coating that resists condensation. And it's going to be 7 metres by 5 metres. We worked it out that it's 2.2 metres to the centre, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From here. And then that side. And of course you need the overlap then to fix onto your timbers around that side, innit?
Yeah, right.
Are you still eating that pie?
6 inch, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but now you know.
6 inch the other side, so it's over 4, so yeah. Plenty of that 5 metres.
Yeah. And always remember, homegrown tastes better, boys and girls. Every time. What are you saying? Homegrown tastes better. Yeah, every time.
Have you grown that pie then? No pie.
Should we grow them potatoes in that pie? Yeah. Yeah. You tell all sorts of lies, you.
Push on it.
Push your head, James.
Push your hand. That'll do. Now put your hand there up. You go away from that.
The thing is that I don't know where the screws are going, so it's kind of hard.
I know, just come through there, I'll take them out and mother.
That'll be alright, that one, so you can keep that bit of plastic in place, won't it?
Yeah. So, keep that warmth in here, keep that banana alive.
Keep the banana on the go. So there's the banana tree.
I didn't actually know that they was actually possible to grow.
There it is.
They're not a chocolate tree.
That's a banana tree. A chocolate tree?
Yeah.
I think it's cocoa, that isn't it? Chocolate.
Yeah.
What?
Chocolate.
Enough for 4 beds here, and then if I need to, I'll move it down there when I need to swap my beds over a year after. You know what I mean? I'll just up it up and leave over them 4 and then have them 4 outside with someone else.
That sounds like a plan. You keep it same width of this?
I think you keep the bottom bit to the tree. Eh?
You keep it the same width?
It's exactly the same, but I'm just going like, chop it up, yeah.
And keeping it netted up. So this would be a netted hoop, which is essentially about 16 foot wide by 12. It will be by 12, 16 by 12. Yeah. And then so this bit, this bottom bit, which we're thinking is going to be probably around about 18 feet. So it'd be 18 by 16. We're thinking about transplanting it over to this side. And either having it as a hoop poly or a hoop netted. So that's one of the game plans for next season. After this baby's finished, which is looking decent, isn't it? What was it you were saying, Mick, about you were doing with flooring? It's put some astroturf or something.
Yeah, some bits of astroturf
for the aesthetics.
I'm gonna go on a flatten floor or sand it off inside. Just keep a bit of insulation, and you know what I mean, on floor.
Yeah.
Really, it's flags are a bit cold, aren't they?
Yeah, flags are a bit cold, but they, in the sun, they heat up, don't they? And then they release the heat at night.
It's got sand underneath.
Put sand underneath, astroturf on top of it. And then have raised beds in.
Yeah. 3 or 4 raised beds and then that tomato set up. And a bit of a potting area on that side.
Yeah, that was the idea. I wanted to have a potting area here, in this bit. And then the rest of it for growing all around. We're just toying with ideas really at the minute, because we were thinking about putting a bit of a raised bed in the middle, but that banana plant's going to go in there. That is going to get sunken into the floor.
Yeah, man, bury that,
Can you more get camera? James. And that's going to get sunken into the floor because that grows to a couple of metres tall. It's only a dwarf one, but it does go to a couple of metres tall. It goes to, as I would say, maximum probably around about 7 foot tall.
Yeah, there's a question on for Tony.
Yeah, here's a question.
Is that a new...
Is that a new offshoot coming off that you could take to propagate a new banana plant?
Or is it an alien?
Or is it just its willy or something?
Yeah.
Dad,
That's a question.
Can I film
Can you film more?
the...
The banana plant?
Yeah.
So look.
Well, the chops it off there. Takes it inside, keeps the root alive and then takes it out. But every summer it grows up there, the leaves are like that. But he just grows it for his garden, he doesn't get fruit on it.
Monted on.
Monted on. Monted on, the garden man.
The garden mon, if you come from Wigan. So that's what we're thinking, well, what Mick's thinking that might be, coming out from there, like a spur coming off that you can take and propagate a new banana plant with.
We're open.
We're hoping, so if anybody's got any ideas about that, let us know, because we may well have 2.
Oh yeah.
Especially if we're building that new polytunnel. I'm thinking polytunnel rather than net tunnel.
Yeah.
You know, for that bottom end, what you've been on about then.
No way through there.
Connected up, take them privets out. You can't do it, okay? You can't take the thorn bushes out. But yeah, that's the idea. Right, so.
Welcome.
So we're just talking about the poly, and there's a place called Ploy Tunnels UK that we think's around Markham area.
Well, it's on it. It's free delivery anyway, so there's no delivery charge on it. We'll do with a postcode here, so I can't far away.
Yeah, so it must be fairly local, yeah. And it's off the internet, Ploy Tunnels UK. And so there's 3 different types of poly. There's a super see-through, a super therm, which we would imagine will be retaining the heat, keeping the heat in, and like a standard that they do. So that's where we're going to be getting it from. We're not getting it from All Point because I don't know whether it is All Point's poly that we've used. It's for asbestos enclosures, the poly that we got.
First Tunnels it's called.
First Tunnels.
See, there's a super therm, smart white, smart green, and green and white, which is...
You can even put... We'll be able to put our plane in there, won't we, as well?
Is the one that's got the condensation barrier on inside, so you don't get all that.
Yeah.
So, well, that's the stuff, but... Get it in.
That looks a big...
yeah, that's a big polytunnel.
A big span, doesn't it?
See, so you get your widths, which there's only 2 widths. Well, there's a load of widths, but the smallest one is 7 metres, 23 foot.
23 foot.
So that will do the long bit.
Yep.
And then you can buy it by the metre. Although it's a 25 metre roll, which is always a couple of £100. You buy by the metre.
Do you know what
done.
Bradley is?
And then you want, what did we say, 5 metres?
Yeah.
5, so 5 metres. Done. It's £50 it is then. And it's free delivery. So that's it there. £50. Yeah. No delivery.
Let's get it on.
Sorted.
So that'll skin this.
Yep.
And we'll probably have one of a similar size, or maybe even longer, running down the plot. That's my idea. Obviously I've got to get a permission in for that, to put on my side, and I'm thinking where those fruit bushes were, stick it there. Decisions, boys and girls, woo!